Hey everybody, it's Tef, and as some of you may know, I'm going to Generation Beauty in a couple of days, so I thought it would be a fantastic opportunity to show you how I pack my toiletries and makeup items for the plane. When I fly, unless I'm going to be gone for more than a week, I always just fly with one carry-on, so I have to make sure that all of my liquids and gels fit in the baggie, and I don't have the luxury of being able to pack stuff in a suitcase that is going to be in the belly of the plane and doesn't have to meet those guidelines. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what I pack in my toiletries bag, and hopefully that will help you next time you have to pack for a trip. So this is the bag that I travel with when I take flights or even when I just take road trips, and it is a burgundy color. Yes, there is a stain there, and it's a pretty good size. I've had this for about 10 years. And it just has a zipper on the top right here that opens it. And typically when I'm starting out, I will have my gels and everything closer to the top of my suitcase or even in my purse so that I can go through security easily. And then I have everything else down here. So let's just go ahead and start with the gels and the liquids. I start opening here, and first on the top I just have a nail polish top coat. This is, let me see if I can read it, the Gelish Advanced Gel Coat. It's not actually a gel polish, it just, you know, dries like normal. And I'm bringing this for nail touch-ups. It's actually the only normal sized top coat bottle I have. It definitely is not my first choice, but it's what I had and I wanted something for touch-ups on the go. Next I have my old e.l.f. brow gel, and I have my old one because as you can see it is very dirty. And I wanted something that would provide a little bit of color for this trip because I'm not going to have all my makeup with me, and it just helps me get better brows. So I specifically chose the old one over the new one for that reason. Next is just a little mini Colgate toothpaste. Obviously you got to be able to clean your teeth. And then this is the first item that I've actually transplanted from a different container. This was originally a Willa face wash sample that I used up, and now I put my Biore 4-in-1 detoxifying cleanser, I believe is what it's called, in there. And it is only about a quarter of the way filled because I'm almost out of it and I just couldn't spare any more to put in. So anyway, that's what's there, and that's plenty for 3 days. Next is my NYX Liquid Black Liner. Then I have this sample of sunscreen. It's from Hang 10. It's SPF 50 Classic Sport. I got this in my April Ipsy Glam bag. Sorry, I can't talk. Got it in my April Ipsy bag, and I'm really excited to try it. I didn't have a sunscreen this size, so it's absolutely perfect. Then I have my MAC concealer in NW20. This is what I use every day, and a couple of these products that I'm going to talk about are ones that I use in my normal base face routine. I just did a video about that, so I will link it in the bottom bar so you can go check it out if you're interested in it. The next item is the CC cream that I use every day, and I really love that it has SPF 30 in it, which means I don't also have to pack a face sunscreen, which makes things so much easier. Though I actually do have a face sunscreen, oddly enough. Anyway, I will get to that in a second. But the mascara that I'm bringing is the Makeup Forever little mascara here. I'll show you what the brush looks like really quickly. By the way, I'm sorry if any of this is out of focus. My camera doesn't autofocus, so I kind of have to make do. So anyway, it has a really small tip and bigger bristles. The small tip is really great for getting in the inner corners and in the bottom lashes, which is really cool. And then I have this eye serum sample by Laura Mercier. I've had this sitting around for a while, and it seemed like the perfect time to try it since it's so small and travel sized. And then this is the Urban Decay D-Slick, and there's a little bit of a story behind this. So obviously it is the D-Slick container, and it's actually a rather old container. I want to say I got this 3 years ago or so, and I used this, really loved it, got the full size, and discovered that I was allergic to it. So if I use it more than 3 or 4 days in a row, the inside corners of my mouth get really chapped, and it's really nasty. So for a long time I was actually using this container to hold my toner when I traveled, but since I'm going to be outside in the sun all day, I decided that I would refill it with D-Slick and put my toner in a different container. So anyway, there's that, and this is what I jimmy rigged for my toner. It's going to be very interesting. I just decided to bring the Olay toner that I use, but this really helps I don't know how to explain it. It kind of smooths out the blackheads that are sticking up on my face. And so this is a necessity. The other toner that I use is really great for treating acne, but it's not a necessity, so I don't travel with it. Then I have the It's a 10 Miracle Leave-In product. This is a sample that I got from Ulta. Next, I have the, what is this? This is the Bare Minerals Marvelous Moxie Lip Gloss in Rebel. And this is my new favorite lip gloss. I use this in conjunction with a NYX lip crown sort of thing that I will show you when I get into my other makeup that is not liquids and gels. But I'm really, really loving this. And then next I'm going to get into my moisturizer. So this one is the, oh whoa, I can't remember the name. I am totally blanking here. It is by Philosophy. It's the Take a Deep Breath. This is the one that I use in the day, and it's obviously transplanted into this little container. And then the one that I use at night, this one is a dirtier container, but this is by Mario Badescu. It's the Seaweed Night Cream, and I actually have a video reviewing this, so I will go ahead and link that somewhere for you to go see if you are interested. But I just transplanted them in the little containers. And then next I have my Mario Badescu drying lotion. Probably not a necessity, but I decided to go ahead and bring it just cause. And then I have my shampoo and conditioner, which say they're herbal essences. This is the conditioner and the other one's the shampoo. They say they're herbal essences, and they once were, but I have long ago just put other shampoo in it, and right now it's about half my current shampoo on the top and half of the old shampoo that I was using on the bottom, which is kind of funny, but it's just how it ended up happening. I always refill them before I travel. So yeah, it's kind of a weird mix in there, but it always works out. It's only for a couple days, so it's not a big deal. And then kind of on the top here, these are some Urban Decay primer potion samples. I just grabbed a whole bunch of them. And it has, I think, all 4 colors, if there's still only 4 colors. I feel so behind. Anyway, this is just a lot smaller than bringing my tube of primer potion. And priming my eyes is a necessity. If I do not prime my eyes, then everything creases within about 30 to 45 minutes of putting my makeup on, which is kind of negates the whole purpose. So this is a necessity for me, but what I really like is that these are like, you know, just a few uses and they're really small. I might actually just bring this one and not the other one. I'm not leaving for like a day and a half, so some of this might change a little bit. Next is a sample of the GlamGlow Super Mud Clearing Treatment. I just thought this would be really luxurious to do maybe on like Friday night or Saturday really early morning while I was getting ready for Generation Beauty. You know, it's a beauty convention, so obviously I want to be my best. Not that I'm usually not my best at conventions, but most of the other conventions that I go to are like nerd conventions, like anime conventions, sci-fi conventions, comic book conventions, and while I definitely want to look good, I am maybe not spending as much attention on my looks because I don't know, I'm there with a bunch of gnarly guys. Well, not all of them, but I don't know. You have your cosplayers, and then you have your cute girls, which I like to think I'm one of, and then you have your gnarly guys. So obviously that's oversimplified, but anyway. Next is this Signature by English Laundry fragrance sample, and I'm not sure if you can see, but there's just like 3 drops left in it. But I really don't do fragrance samples very often. I just wanted something to use, so hopefully there's like a use or 2 left in that and it'll be able to last me the weekend, and if not, it doesn't have to. I don't wear fragrance every day. And then last is, I hope this is a an eye serum. I don't know, I'm probably just gonna bring either this one or the Laura Mercier. I'm glad I kind of spotted the redundancy because space is a premium in this bag, let me tell you. So anyway, let's get into the rest of what is in here. So we open it up, and on top you'll see this little makeup bag. This is one of the Ipsy bags, and I like to put a lot of my makeup items in here because it's really easy. Mostly if I'm sharing a room with several people, which I am not this time, but it makes it really easy for me to just grab this and be able to put it on my makeup in the room itself while somebody else is showering or something. And it just makes it simple, especially if this bag is getting over full with other stuff. So if I'm going on a road trip, then I will pack more liquids and gels, and sometimes they will take up more of this space because they don't have to be in there. So disclaimer before I get in and show you all of this really fast,
I just threw all my makeup brushes in there, but I'm actually going to wash them all right after this video, but they will all be wet right after I wash them, so I threw them in dirty. So I hope that doesn't gross you out. I usually use my makeup brushes a few days before washing them just because it's the same colors, and I don't know, why not? Sorry again if that grosses you out. It is what it is. So anyway, the first item on top, and again, this is in no particular order, this is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. I hauled this in my Ipsy Glam Bag haul. I guess it's not like a haul, but anyway, I just got this month and it seemed like the perfect thing for traveling. So there's that. And then next, this is a brow pencil. There's just a tiny bit left. I was saving it because this is the perfect size for traveling. And then next is the NARS, again, blanking with the words. This is a NARS pencil. I don't know the exact name. Larger than life. And I like to use this in conjunction with the liquid liner. I probably could have gotten away with just the liquid, but since I'm not limited on space for non-liquids and gels, I'm going to go for it. And then, let's see, I'm going to try not to get the brushes until later. Wet n Wild Coverall Pressed Powder in Fair. I feel like I've talked about this stuff so much, but it's so amazing. Definitely worth the $3 that it costs. And then this is the blush that I'm bringing. It's the NARS blush. It's a sample in Deep Throat. And this is what the color looks like. I got this in a sample. I actually filmed a haul where I talk about this and then the NARS lip liner in a sample that I got from Sephora. It was a reward or whatever. I filmed the haul, but I don't think it's going to go up until like next week or something like that. I don't know. I'm trying to space my videos out so it's not like 3 videos in a row and then I don't have time to film for a week, so I don't do anything for a while. Ugh, I'm trying to do the brushes last. Oh, this is the other lip product that I told you guys about by NARS, and it looks really, really pretty with the lip gloss. Sorry if everything is out of focus, guys. I'm doing my best. And then this is the Mary Lou, what is this? This is by The Balm. It's a highlighter. It's a sample. There's not a ton left, but I decided to bring it anyway. Really pretty. I do have the full size of this, but obviously I want to travel with something that is small. And I'm going to try to put my arm down so you can actually see better. Let's try that. Okay, we're into brushes. Most of these are by Essence. This is the Essence. I think it's like the cheek brush or some powder brush. I don't know. It's the one that's not angled. And then the Essence Kabuki brush. I talked about this in my face routine. Oh, this one's an e.l.f. brush. It's just an eyeshadow brush. I don't think they make them exactly like this anymore. This one is a lot fluffier than they make them these days. Ooh, whoa, powder came out of there. This is what I use for my lid, and occasionally I'll use it for blending. This one's just a small brush. I'll use this one if I'm doing color on the bottom lash line. This one's kind of a crease slash blending brush. Oh, come on out, little brushy. Little brushy. This one's an Essence. I think it's called the Smoky Shadow Brush, but I use it for my crease colors. And then this one's a little spoolie that I use to either blend out my eyebrows, but mostly I've just been using it to comb through my lashes lately. I've been having a lot of problems with clumping, so it's kind of a necessity for me to have one of these. And then last but not least, I have an angled eyeliner brush. And now that I think about it, I might not bring this because I typically will use this if I'm using powdered eyebrow color, words. Anyway, since I'm not bringing powder stuff, I probably won't actually bring this. And then this bag is empty. So getting into the body of the bag, so right on top, you'll see that there's a secret deodorant. And yes, this is a gel. I have so little left and I didn't have any room, so I'm just going to try to chance it. We'll see if security will let me through, and if they tell me to toss it, whatever. I'm so close to the end anyway, and I have a replacement purchase, so that's not a big deal. Then the only other like makeup item that wasn't in there was my Naked 3 palette that I'm bringing to kind of be my main eyeshadow palette. Now I'm expecting to get a ton of makeup at Generation Beauty, so I'll probably end up with more makeup there and using it. But I need to have something in case I do need it. Obviously I'll need it one day, the first day of Generation Beauty. So anyway, there's that. And then the other kind of makeup thing is the lip balm that I've currently been using. I talked about in my May favorites video that this stuff has saved my lips, and it's definitely a travel essential. And the reason why it wasn't in the makeup bag is because this is actually going to be going in my purse, but I decided to add it in here so you can see kind of what I'm traveling with. The next item is going in my purse too. This is actually a powder sunscreen. It's a mineral sunscreen. It is water resistant and it is meant for traveling. It has a little brush on it. It's weird doing this with one hand. And then on the bottom side, you can kind of see the powder there. You twist it one way or the other, open it or close it. So this is what I'm going to be using to touch up my sunscreen throughout the day, because you do need to touch sunscreen up every 1 to 2 hours. There are different schools of thought on that, but I burn so easily. I don't tan really. I only tan after I burn. There's no way around it. So anyway, this is a necessity. And then I have a little thing of cotton rounds. These are the ones I get at the dollar store, and I just had one that I was almost out with, so I threw the whole thing in here. Perfect little packaging. Why bother with a plastic baggie if I don't have to? And then I do have a plastic baggie with some Q-tips. I use these to touch up makeup, clean out my ears, you know, whatever I really need them for. Then I have a hair clip for flat ironing my hair, and nail file, because you don't think of it until you need them, and when you need a nail file, you really need a nail file. So I have one. Then I have my Mint Juleps lip scrub from Lush. These are some Crest 3D white strips. I've been really into bleaching my teeth lately, and I thought that I might want to do that while I'm there. So decided to bring 3, definitely more than I need, but you know, again, why not? And then this is a weird color baggie, but there are some little flossers in there. I just happened to pick up a bag of colored baggies, so I know that looks a little weird. And then I have a little travel toothbrush in purple. It kind of matches my seats, except not really. But I get new ones of these, like, I don't know, every few months, because they have holes in the bottom to air them out, but they still kind of get gnarly after a while. So that is everything that's in here, but I still have a couple of items that I wanted to show you before I end the video. First one is a hairbrush, which is typically in the bag, to be perfectly honest, but I had all my gels in there, so it didn't fit. So yeah, hairbrush, and yes, it is kind of dirty and there's a little bit of hair. Deal with it. And then the next item is my flat iron, and actually a towel to go with it. So let me first show you the flat iron, and then I will explain the reasoning behind the gnarly towel. So the flat iron is one by GBP. It is kind of an off-brand that Sally sells. It's supposed to be comparable to the Chi. And this one is all bright and sparkly. I really, really love it. It makes me so happy every time I want to use it. I typically just keep it in the on position and then unplug it. That's probably pretty bad. But yeah, it has a temperature dial, and it's a pretty good flat iron. I really love it. My sister had one and I kept using it, so eventually I got my own. So that's my flat iron, and then I have this gnarly towel that goes with it. And the towel is from the dollar store, and the story behind this is that in my last place that I lived, I was flat ironing my hair at my desk, and my desk has a plastic plexiglass topper on it, and if I put my flat iron directly on my desk, then it would melt it. So I got this towel at the dollar store to kind of hold my flat iron, and now it's not a necessity anymore, but I brought it because I want to be able to wrap my flat iron up if I need to flat iron my hair and then pack for my last day there, because I have to be out of the hotel by 11. So if this doesn't have a chance to cool down completely, I have a little thing to wrap it up in, and I'm good to go there.
I hope this video helped you a ton. Leave me a comment below letting me know what your best packing tip is. And if you want to follow me on social media, I'm going to be posting a ton of stuff during Generation Beauty. Plus, just in general, I love posting pictures on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Those are the big 3 that I use. So links are in the bottom bar below. And then, of course, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already to my channel. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!